The world is changing every day, with an increased collective awareness of damaging effects of fossil fuel. Many people are seeking alternative energy sources to reduce that damage. A lot of countries now look at wind energy, solar power, geothermal energy, and tidal energy as being the future of our energy source. So, this video will going to explore what advantage of renewable energy compared to fossil fuel, and it will contribute to sustainable development goals. It will improve the public health, the air, the water pollution emitted by coal and natural gas plants. It linked with breathing problems, neurological damage, heart attack, cancer, premature death, and a host of other serious problems. Most of the negative health impact come from air and water pollution. That clean energy technology seems like don't produce such as wind, solar, and hydroelectricity system generate electricity with no associated air pollution emission. Geothermal and biomass system emit some air pollutant. Total air emissions are generally much lower than those of coal and natural gas-fired power plants. In addition, wind and solar energy require essentially no water to operate, and they do not pollute water source or drain supply by competing with agriculture, drinking water, or other important water needs. In contrast, fossil fuel can have a significant impact on water source. Both coal mining and natural gas drilling can pollute source of drinking water, and on thermal power plants, including those powered by coal and gas and oil, which will consume water. For cooling, let global warming, human activity is overloading our atmosphere with carbon dioxide and other global warming emissions. The gas act like a blanket trapping heat. The result is a wave of significant and harmful impacts, from stronger, more frequent storms to ground sea level rise and extinction in the United States. About 28% of global warming emissions come from electricity sector. Most of the emissions come from fossil fuel like coal and natural gas. In contrast, most renewable resources produce little to no global warming emissions, even when including life cycle emissions of clean energy. The global warming emissions with renewable energy are minimal in reaching the supply of water energy, would allow us to rely carbon-intensive energy sources and significantly reduce global warming emissions. A groundbreaking study by the U.S. Department of Energy National Renewable Energy Laboratory explored the feasibility of generating 80% of country electricity from renewable sources. By 2050, they found that renewable energy could help reduce the electricity sector emissions by approximately 80% per job and other economic benefits compared with fossil fuel technology, which are typically mechanical and capital intensive. The renewable energy industry is more labor intensive. Solar panels need humans to install them. Wind farms need technicians for maintenance. This means that on average more jobs are created for each unit of electricity generated from renewable sources than from fossil fuel. Renewable energy already supports thousands of jobs in the United States. In 2016, the wind energy industry directly employed over 100,000 full-time equivalent employees in a variety of capacities, including manufacturing, process development, construction, and turbine into installation, operation, and maintenance, transportation, logistics, and financial, legal, and consultant service. Other renewable energy technology employed even more work in 2016. The solar industry employed more than 260,000 people, including jobs in solar installation, manufacturing, and sale at 25 over 2015. The hydroelectric power industry employed approximately 66,000 people in 2007, and the remote geothermal industry employed 5,800 people. In contrast, the anti-coal industry employed 160,000 people in 2016. In addition to the job directly related in renewable energy industry, raw and clean energy can create positive economic ripple effects. For example, industry in the renewable energy supply chain will benefit, and unrelated local business will benefit from increased household and business income. Local government also benefit from the clean energy. A mode of fund in the form of property and income tax and other payment from renewable energy projects owner. The owner of the land on which wind projects are built often receive lease payment, as well as payment for power line easement. They may also earn royalty on the project's annual revenue. Farmer and rural and landowner can generate new source of supplemental income by reducing feedstock for biomass, power facility, stable energy drive. The renewable energy is providing affordable electricity right now and can help stabilize energy prices in the future. Although renewable facilities require upfront investments to build, they can then operate at very low cost. And more clean energy technology, the poor is free. As a result, renewable energy price can be very stable over time. Moreover, the cost of renewable energy technology have declined steadily and are projected to drop even more. For example, the average price to install solar dropped more than 70% between 2010 and 2020. The cost of generating electricity from wind dropped 66% between 2009 and 2021. The cost will likely decline even further as market mature and companies increasingly take advantage of economies of scale. In contrast, fossil fuel prices can vary dramatically and are prone to substantial rise swings. For example, there were rapid increase in US coal price due to rising global demand before 2008, then a rapid fall after 2008 when global demand declined. Likewise, natural gas prices have fluctuated freely since 2000. Using more renewable energy can lower the rise and the demand for natural gas, coal, by increasing competition and diversifying of our energy supply. And in reliance on renewable energy can help protect consumers when fossil fuel rise by maintenance requirements are lower. In most cases, renewable energy technology require less over maintenance than generator than the used traditional fuel source. This is because the generating technology like solar panel and wind turbine either have few or no moving parts, and they don't rely on the flammable combustion fuel and fossil. To operate, fewer maintenance requirements translate to more time and money saved. Reliability and resiliency. Wind and solar are less prone to large-scale failure because they are distributed and modular distributed systems are spread out over a large geographical area, so as a weather event in one location will not cut off power to an entire region. The modular system are composed of numerous individual wind turbines or solar arrays. Even if some of the equipment in the system is damaged, the rest can typically continue to operate. For example, the Hurricane Sandy damaged fossil fuel, dominated electric generation and the distribution system in New York, and yesterday left millions of people without power. In contrast, renewable energy projects in the north of weather Hurricane Sandy with minimal damage or disruption in its houseable energy strong wind, sunny dry. Abundant plant matter heat from the earth and fast-moving water can provide a vast and constantly relentless supply of energy, and relatively more fraction of electricity currently comes from diesel. But that could be changed. Studies have repeatedly shown that renewable energy can provide a significant share of the future energy or future electricity needs, even after accounting for potential constraints. Renewable resources won't run out. We cannot be safe for many types of fossil fuel. As we use fossil fuel resources, they will be increasingly difficult to withstand likely driving up both the cost and the environmental impact of each action. It is likely the renewable resource will reign dominant over the next decade, then more dramatically over time. However, the initial investments are required to get the projects off the ground, and that can slow down that project ultimately. There is no single renewable energy source that can single-handedly replace fossil fuel. What required is throughout thought a combination of several sustainable options, each one to be used where appropriate and financially viable. The transition from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources will not happen overnight, and it will not occur without setback and challenge. It will entail a number of costs, not only the financially, but from the perspective of changing our habits and way of thinking. The fundamental point is that a transition to more sustainable options is possible as long as we begin the process soon. So that's all about how renewable energy support for sustainable development goals.